Welcome or welcome back. I go by Life Coach C here on YouTube and also on Instagram. Today, I am currently 11 days into my 21-day winter arc reset. Just a little recap. I am probably, 3 or 4 weeks into the flare that I'm having / possible tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, one of the two, combination of all three, I don't know. And due to the pain that I was having in my arms and the inflammation and the swelling, so we grouped. By we, I mean my partner and I, because he has been the one that has been giving me the workouts. Figured out some things that I could be doing differently until I feel like I am 100% as far as my arms, elbows, and mobility goes. Things that I have been doing for the last 11 days and pretty much started incorporating around November 1st. One, the Lose It app, to make sure that I'm tracking my nutrition. One of the things I've continuously done is meal prepped. One, it makes it easier for me to just have meals that are ready, that I don't have to think about. I don't need to spend time cooking. Get it, warm it up, eat it. But I wasn't really tracking how much I was eating as far as like how many calories am I eating for the day. I was like tracking how much protein I was having, making sure I was paying attention to the serving size. But I was like, maybe I should pay attention to my calories. So I've been using the Lose It app for that. I have been continuing to meal prep, but another thing that I have also been switching out, paying attention to is foods and stuff that I had been using. Like, I still have a major sweet tooth. I'm not depriving myself of anything that my body is craving. I'm just trying to find healthier alternatives. Instead of going for a Reese's peanut butter cup, I grabbed some Reese's Unreal brand cups. Well, they're not Reese's, but the peanut butter cups, or the JoJo's chocolate. I found that as like a good substitute instead of like sour candies or gummies. I've really had a kick on the dry mangoes, not like the natural dry mangoes, but the ones that have added sugar. So I know it's probably not the best alternative, but hey, it's progress, right? It doesn't have a whole bunch of other nasty additives. I pay attention to the serving size. So I did the sour grapes. I tried last week, I was doing the chocolate covered banana pieces, just finding other ways to get the most out of what I'm craving, but make it good for my body. Switching out cane sugar or brown sugar for, I actually got allulose, I believe is how you say it, last week. So I started incorporating that. And when it comes to sauces, adding in the serving size of the sauce with the same amount of Greek yogurt to get some added protein and just make more out of my dips or sauces without doubling up my calories. And then also the walking pad that came in last week. So adding in cardio. So on the days that I'm doing like my full 25 minute workout, I do 20 minutes on the walking pad. On the days when I'm just focusing on core, I do 30 minutes on the walking pad. And Sunday, which is my rest day, I do 40 minutes on the walking pad. I'm pretty competitive against myself. And even though I'm giving myself that time frame, I have been tracking it on the watch. I feel like the walking pad isn't really as accurate as the watch. Or maybe it's just because the watch is telling me that I'm going further than the walking pad. I don't know. But one of the things that I'm trying to not focus on is like it telling me how many miles I've done, because I feel like, well, if I just walk for 2-3 more minutes or jog for 2-3 more minutes, then I can hit that next mile. But I really want to hold myself accountable as far as the minutes, so I can see the actual progress I'm making based off of the amount of minutes that I am giving myself. So we added that the last 11 days. And then my workouts have been pretty similar to what they were, modified where I needed as far as my arms are concerned. So what changes have taken place? A negative: whenever I'm eating food outside of the home, not necessarily somebody else's home cooking, but like from a restaurant or like fast food place, anytime I have eaten food that is not prepared by me, where I'm like, okay, I know I used spray instead of some sort of oil, or I used this butter instead of, I have noticed swelling, I have noticed inflammation, and I have just noticed an overall bleh feeling like in my body, like within a few hours of eating the food. So went out to eat this weekend. I got a steak tip salad with oil and vinegar as dressing. Okay. My salad consisted of steak tips, iceberg lettuce, English cucumbers, onion, and carrots. When I tell you, when I woke up the next morning in immense pain, my elbows were swollen probably twice the amount that they have been all month. It's currently the 18th of November. And the only thing, right? The only thing that changed was the meal I had the day before at the restaurant. I made sure, like, once we got home, I drank lemon water with a pinch of sea salt. I just didn't feel good after eating that meal. And I was like, I need to have food that I have made in my body. I need to be drinking water, and I need to flush this out of my system. It was horrible. My hands were stiff. My elbows were swollen. And the only thing that was different was eating out. Still had to get moving, so did my 40 minutes on the walking pad. I had a shot on an empty stomach. I always do my ginger shots on an empty stomach when I wake up in the morning. When I make my ginger shots, I also have like grated up ginger left over that I usually put into ice cubes so that they're just like easily accessible. So right now, that's what I have left over. I haven't made any fresh ginger shots. So I used the ground ginger. I took 1/4 teaspoon of that, cayenne pepper, a lemon, and water in a shot glass. Mixed that all up, took that on an empty stomach, and did, my regular morning of the walking pad, my protein coffee. I had my oats when I got to work. I was just like making sure that I was drinking water to help flush out whatever. I don't know, maybe it was what they cooked with, maybe it's the oil that they gave me for the oil and vinegar. Like, I don't know what was so different about how they prepared my food in the restaurant and what I ate compared to what I do at home. My body didn't like it, and I just knew it needed to be out of my system. So I have a 32-ounce container that I use for my water. I probably had like 3 of those yesterday. From like when I left home until I got back home, I had at least 3 of those. And then when I came home, I made sure to finish another one. I did 2 teaspoons of my black seed oil, which also helps with inflammation. This morning, I woke up feeling so much better. Even by like the afternoon-ish time, I was already feeling inflammation going down. I was feeling swelling going down. I knew that my body was feeling better. And the only thing that I can attribute that to was eating out. And I chose a healthy option, part of this whole fitness lifestyle. I don't want to say it's a journey, it's a lifestyle for me. This is something that I'm going to need to continue to do for my health, that I am on, is mostly for me to try to heal as much as possible my autoimmune disease without any medication or without a surplus of medications. I am currently almost 4 months without taking anything. I have been taking over the counter like ibuprofen because Sometimes this flare, like yesterday, it's too much. I'm not going to have myself in pain if that medication can work. But the ultimate goal is to try to holistically heal to the best of my ability, because I am not a holistic doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I went to school to be a therapist. But I am doing this by listening to my body and figuring out what is and is not working with me. I'm sharing it with you guys to let whoever is watching this know you are stronger than you think. You are more powerful than you think. We have everything that we need within us. We just need to have the strength and the courage to listen. So yesterday was an ish day for me, but I got through it. I woke up this morning and I did my shot once again on an empty stomach. I did my workout, feeling so much better than I was feeling yesterday. I currently have on a castor oil patch, which is just castor oil put directly onto my elbow. And then I have whatever these things are called that I purchased from Amazon. My goal is to leave it on for like an hour and a half if possible. When I'm done with this, I want to put heat. When I'm done with this video, I want to apply heat for potentially 20 to 30 minutes, to just let the castor oil do what the castor oil does. I'm still taking my supplements. My immune system fights my joints as if it were an illness and bring down the inflammation naturally. For anyone wondering, no, I have not discussed this with my doctor yet. The last time I saw my doctor was the beginning of the summer, when I was informed that I was misdiagnosed and being mistreated for extreme pain that I was having in my spine. And she referred me to a spine doctor. That spine doctor saw the list of medications that she had me on and was basically like, no. So I slowly took myself off of the medications. I went to, but I was referred there. I think I did that for like 3 weeks. We figured out some muscles in my back that were a little weaker on one side than the other side. Incorporated those for a couple of months while also doing the 75 soft challenge. And essentially my spine pain completely gone. Haven't had spine pain, I feel like, in over 2.5, 3 months. No medication. And while on that journey for my spine, I also continued it for my autoimmune disease. So that is why my medication stopped all at the same time. And that is also why my rheumatologist does not know, because I have not had an appointment since then. My rheumatologist also has not asked me about my medication. And there is one specific medication that I'm on that she's supposed to be getting blood work from me every 6 to 8 weeks. I have not seen the doctor since July 1st. It is November 18th. Why are you not asking for labs? Me and this doctor just aren't aligned at the moment, and it is what it is. Trying to heal myself with this fitness lifestyle that I am on. And that was the only major setback so far during this winter ARC reset. So November 1st up until now, I've lost 6 pounds. I'm not sure if I have any video from the end of October, beginning of November, of where my body was then, and the last video that I took when I realized that I'm down 6 pounds. Since I started this winter ARC reset, I'm down 4 pounds. So clothing, I have dropped down a size, and I needed to order some new things because I needed my clothes to fit while I'm working out. So that is also a positive. My body is responding well to my nutrition, to my workouts. Any morning when I wake up, just like anybody with arthritis, when you wake up in the morning after sleeping for 8 to 10 hours, you're stiff, you're sore. And for me, I know I need to get moving. So I get on the walking pad. About 10, 15 minutes in, I can feel that everything has loosened up. I have my blood circulating and I feel so much better. So that has been helping me. Switching out some of the not so great foods for a little bit better options. I'm never gonna not eat sweets. I just have a sweet tooth, so I'm going to try to continue to find better options. It is expensive to have the healthier option, which I feel like is absolutely ridiculous. Why does it cost more to eat better for your body and do something that will help you to live a longer life? Please make that make sense, somebody. But nonetheless, switching out healthier options, continuing to get in at least a liter or more of water, and just being aware of my calories. And we're going to finish out these 21 days strong. If you are watching this video and there was anything that resonated with you as far as a change that you would like to make, if you have not started, start. You do not need to make some big astronomical step to say, oh, I'm making steps towards the change I need. This all started for me by just going outside and walking for 15 minutes. And then I was like, hey, I can do a little bit longer than that. So I did 75 soft. Find what works for you for the changes that you want to make and make the changes. Because the time is going to pass us anyways. And all you need to do, give yourself 21 days to build your habit. And in 90 days, it's going to become your lifestyle. Let me know in the comments what you're starting, what you're thinking about starting, or if you haven't started it and you're not sure how you should start. What's your hurdle? What's holding you back? What has you stuck? Maybe I can help.